Actually, I might do it at this desk and just leave that behind.
Okay. Jim, I just want to ask you a bit of background about the Wall of Fame and why you wanted Scott to be on the Wall of Fame.
Well, there's an interesting history to the Wall of Fame in that it was started as an initiative of Dr. Clayton King. It was his idea and concept, and he developed it in 2003. So we've just celebrated the 10th anniversary. In the period of that time, there have been 75 participants in the Wall of Fame who each year have shared their story. And I think that's the most important thing about the Wall of Fame, is the opportunity to share the story that is both inspirational for those that hear it, but it's also, I think, very motivational for the families and for others who are perhaps going down some of the same journey themselves, and they will be encouraged by the positive stories that are shared during the Wall of Fame. People such as Scott, who, following his motorbike accident and his time in our brain injury unit, did some amazing things in terms of his recovery while he was here, learning to feed himself, learning to talk again, learning to communicate, learning to use his wheelchair, and now, of course, he's progressed from the wheelchair to being able to stand unaided, to take some steps. These are magnificent results that he personally is making, because he's been, I think, inspired by being on the Wall of Fame, and the fact that the Wall of Fame does attract so much attention because they're positive outcomes for the people who have unfortunately experienced either an injury or an accident, and now can share that experience that they've had with everyone else. And that, I think, sort of captures the whole sense of the Wall of Fame, and the fact that all of those stories are translated into framed pictures that are displayed within the brain injury unit, so that everyone gets the benefit of the positive messages and the outcomes that can be achieved. And I think that's very reassuring for anyone coming into the brain injury unit following an accident where they may have been in a coma and they're just beginning their journey of recovery. Must be very, very reassuring to know the success and the achievements that others have made. And that's why I think the Wall of Fame is so important, and it's such a legacy of Dr. Clayton King that he inspired it and has continued to promote it over these last 10 years.